Welcome to the Off the Wall Show. I am JB3, and to my right, the newly model face of what's the name of the Dior Brooks. Yeah, she gonna do it real big soon. Y'all better watch out for her face. I promise you. This is Miss Lady Magnificent is in the building, y'all.
Hello, everyone. Hello on his live, and hello on my live.
What's good, y'all?
Oh, what did you just do?
I do the peace sign.
The peace sign on my. Oh, okay.
Oh my God. No, I'm not gangbanging.
JB3, how are you?
I'm wonderful. I am wonderful. It was just amazing because I had an adventure here. Like, I took the bus up here, and it took me about a half an hour.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, so from now on, I mean, if we have to, I don't need to drive.
Most of the time I'm downtown, so.
Oh, well, there you go.
And you just wait around for me.
Yeah.
And I have to go all the way home.
Yeah.
That saves a lot of gas.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, and I don't have to smell gas on the train. There's a bunch of funky folks.
Well.
Yes.
The Bud Billiken Parade is Saturday.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm in it.
Yes. So what will you be doing?
Well, let me tell you, the crazy thing is that I've never even been to the Bud Billiken Parade. Like, my first time going, I'm in it. Shut up.
Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, I don't know how to shut up, but second, like, wait a minute. You got kids and they've never been. Nope. You never took them, like.
I don't even know where it is. Like, I was like, where do you go? Like, where do you park? You're gonna have to go so that you can watch the kids from you.
For what? No. Yeah. That's not my job.
You gotta come sit down. Don't you want to see the peoples?
No, I've been there. I've done it before. I've been a spectator, for many years.
Yeah, I've watched it on TV, if that's anything.
I mean, it's cool, yeah.
I've never been there. So my first time going, well, I ain't never been to the Taste of Chicago. So, I mean.
Say that one more time.
I've never been to the Taste of Chicago. I'm too picky of an eater.
Get out.
But I'm too picky of an eater to go because I'm not going to eat nothing.
We're not friends no more. How?
And I don't like a lot of people. I hate crowded places.
Okay, like, that I can understand.
I don't like crowded. Plus, I'm picky. I always want to look and see who's there. And if it's nothing that I eat, then there's no reason for me to go there. The one time I was going to go, I can get Harold's anywhere. The one time I was going to go is because they had lasagna pizza. And I wanted to go and try that. But the guy ended up taking me to the actual restaurant and got me a whole pizza.
Oh, so, there you go.
I still didn't get to go. That was going to be my first time going.
So you've never experienced like the concerts and
no. Nope.
They actually had a karaoke one year. Like this was like 2002, 2003. But yeah, I ended up singing to my then fiance. But yeah.
Yeah, I've never done it. So what I'm doing in the parade is that this is the first year that they actually have like a model troupe. So there's never been models in the Bud Billiken Parade.
So you're going to be walking and strutting and stuff?
Yeah, I am going to be doing the struts.
Really?
Down the street.
That I've never seen. I've never seen you work the runway before. That's going to be interesting.
And that's what we're doing. We're the first ever model troupe to be in the Bud Billiken Parade ever.
Okay, well, you better be
sashaying and doing my thing. When
what is it? You got to be fierce, honey.
I know. We had to practice in the sand.
Yeah,
at Rainbow Beach, we practiced in the sand.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of walking. Trust me.
I walked. I was a carrier, so.
That's right. But no, you haven't walked like this though. Like there's a lot of pausing. There's a lot of posing, and then you have to strut and pose and strut. And
no, we're not posing and strutting. We're walking in every couple of things. But we're number 115. I don't even know how many people are.
It's going to be about maybe 200 or 300.
They said 400.
See?
So, but we're number 115. So we're hoping that we don't take all day to get done.
Okay.
Things like that. But yeah, I'll be there Saturday. I'm trying to make some big moves here.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm old, so I gotta.
But yeah, bring a bunch of water.
They're gonna give us water.
Good.
Yes, they're gonna give us water, and I have to carry a purse.
Okay.
The entire time.
Again, this is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, so look for me on TV. Y'all spot me out. I don't know what color hair I'm gonna have, but it won't be black. I won't be blending in. I'm gonna be that one standing out with some color hair. It ain't gonna be purple either, but
okay.
I'm gonna have some color hair.
Hey, brother Percy, what's up, man?
You know.
Yeah, I got a little skills, man, but I'll let you know. Brother said he heard about me singing. He didn't know. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, me and this dude went to grammar school together and graduated. So yeah.
So yes,
Hey,
it's
Monique,
been pretty cool for Lady Magnificent.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
Do big things silently.
Well,
I try to keep them quiet.
That's what's up. Well, a few things happen for me too. Well, I'm joining a gospel group. Yeah, I'm joining a gospel group. It's the name of the group is called The Heirs to the Throne.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the
like
age
a real
range
group,
yeah,
like recording studio group.
Yeah, you know what? Here's what happened. Okay, I was on my way home, and of course, I always pass a bunch of street performers. They have a whole band downstairs now. It's not like people walk downstairs with one amp and a microphone and just plug it in. No, they have a drum set, bass, lead guitars, and then background singers. There's an entire band on Jackson now. Okay, so what happens is, and then next thing you know, I'm singing, I'm adding my own little 2 cent, whatever. And next thing you know, the man that stopped the music, and I kept going. The man, hey, hold on, brother. Let me talk to you for a minute. Where you sing at? I was like, well, in the shower. I don't sing really too many places, but the next thing you know, he was like, man, can you sing gospel? I'm like, well, I mean, contemporary ballad gospel, yeah, but I can sing gospel if need be. He was like, look, let me let you hear something. He let me hear a couple of songs that they had already done. And lo and behold, he was like, man, I love your voice. And yeah,
and voila.
Yeah, just like
contract.
That. I mean, no, it's not necessarily a contract, but I mean, what he did say was that they have a lot of radio stations outside of Chicago that are willing to play their music already.
Okay.
So it's like he said, places in Minnesota, Georgia, there was a few other places, but those were the main places he was trying to push this music. And it's actually kind of hot to me. Like, the problem was they were looking for some extra people because one of the guys had died.
Oh.
So yeah, rest in peace. But yeah, I mean, that's what's about to happen because like one guy, he was kind of wishy-washy, and then another guy, like I said, one guy died, and this man heard my voice and was like, look, bro, we need to talk.
Singing on the train, huh?
Yeah, all the time.
You always singing somewhere, though.
This is true.
Can't take you anywhere without you singing a song.
This is true.
He stayed with a beat in his head.
This is true. And I listen, big ups to my little brother. I'm singing at his wedding in a couple of weeks. So yeah, we will be in Punta Cana. I love y'all, but I'm not gonna see y'all in 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Does that mean I gotta find somebody to?
Yeah, yes you do.
You didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Wait, what day is that?
I'm leaving on a Tuesday night, Wednesday morning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I will not be here. I will be in the sun, bathing.
So that means that I'm going to need a co-host for that day.
Yeah, see?
So I'm going to have to open the doors for someone to come in.
That was...
And work with me for a day.
Yeah, that's all.
Y'all hear that on his page?
Yeah.
Y'all
come
hear
on
that on my
sit
page?
Next to the Miss Lady Magnificent for a day.
Come co-host with me for a day. Yeah. I promise I'll be nice. Maybe.
No, she won't. No, she won't. She gonna let you have it. Whoever come on here, she is going to let you have it. You better have your A game ready.
Yes.
You best to be quick witted.
So let me ask you a question as a man.
Okay, here we go.
It's
been a while.
It's been a while. We haven't had a what are your thoughts? Okay, as a man, if you get caught doing something wrong in a relationship, are you the type to want to just like throw shade to try to cover up the fact that you did something wrong? Like would you almost attack the person that you did something wrong to?
Well, no, I'm not that type of person. If I did it, I did it. You know what I mean? You got to be a man and man up and own up to it. Take responsibility for what you did. So yeah, I have no problem saying, okay, look, I did.
No, but I think it's a level of stubbornness that comes along with that. Like people will do you wrong and then blame you for them doing you wrong. Like you did something to them. And it's like, wait a minute, I didn't do anything to you. So why are you mad at me?
Well, I mean, there's people like that just so they can make themselves feel, good or not feel as bad for what they did. It's like, yeah, I know I did this, but you pushed me to do it. That kind of deal. But I'm sorry, there's no way in the world that I throw shade on you for my actions. That doesn't make sense.
So that just means that's the person who doesn't take accountability.
That's all.
For what they do. They just want to live their life carefree, hurt whoever they want to hurt, and then blame you for it. Make it seem like you should have tolerated it. That's almost like that's how it seems. It seems like people get mad because they feel like you should have tolerated what they did. Like how dare you get sick of me and my craziness. You're supposed to stay there and deal with it. You're supposed to continue to be that good person until I was ready to appreciate you.
That's how I can tell you love me.
That's right.
So no, I'm sorry. That just doesn't make sense to me.
I was having a discussion with somebody today, and what I told them is that it's the craziest thing, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because you will.
Yeah, indeed.
But when you're with the person, you don't really, when you're taking it for granted, you don't see the love because you're taking it for granted. You're acting as if they're obligated to do it. But when y'all break up and you see this person doing the same thing with someone else, now you in your feelings like you don't realize that this is the same thing that was being done to you. And you just didn't appreciate it. You took it for granted. You didn't see it because you felt like the person had to do it. Like we're obligated to do things. So you didn't appreciate it. You took it for granted.
Right.
But then when you see them be great with someone else, now you in your feelings, but you had the first opportunity. It was you that had it.
Well, with that being said, though, like everybody's chemistry is different. I mean, it may not work with you, but it works with somebody else. Your idea of what your mate or what you expect from your mate may be different from them. So I mean, I can't necessarily knock them for doing great. You just wish it was that person to be great with, but at the same time, no. You be great on your own first.
Right, but the thing is this is how I feel about relationships. Relationships are like cars. Some things come standard. Like there's some things that
are say, like, there's right. a lot of stuff to break down.
But I'm just saying that
and you get a new car.
Right, but I'm just saying a car that comes standard with things. They come with a radio. Everything else is a luxury. So just certain things you get into a relationship you just shouldn't do. I'll give you an example. Cheat. Like, no, not even just cheat. But you ain't supposed to be flirting with my friends. Why are you on my friends' page just doing anything?
This is true.
Like, I'm going to have a problem with that. Like, stay off of...
Yeah, whoever pays.
Stay off of their page. Why are you on my friend page? Like, what is you on?
And not even just a friend, but any other female, period.
Well, I don't have a problem with that aspect of it.
Yeah, you good then.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm not insecure, female. Though. So as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, if he chooses to go that route, then that's his loss. I'm not going to deal with it. So I'm not going to check behind you.
Right.
If you don't realize the worth in what you have, then that's on you. I'm not going to devalue myself because you don't see the value in me. You're
not supposed to.
So I'm not going to be checking for you. I'm not finna go chase you down. I'm not checking your phone. I ain't doing none of that stuff because as my man, you know what you're supposed to do. You know what's inappropriate when you do it. Why I gotta point it out to you? You grown. We ain't got no kindergarten. It's not kindergarten where people have to give you rules and nap times and tell you what not to do.
Let me pause you real quick. Miss Yolanda said, "Girl called me because I think she want to be on the show for that week. I'm not gonna be here." She's going to be on the show for it. Yeah, that would be beautiful. That's going to be an interesting show.
I just think that. When people do that, relationships have got social media has, I won't say social media has ruined relationships, but social media has made it easy for relationships to fail.
Oh, yes.
It has made it an incredibly factor in it because people don't know how to act. Now, whatever you do on social media, it's supposed to stay there. It ain't supposed to come over to your real life. So if you leave in heart emojis and this and that, then that's fine. But you make sure that stay there. Don't bring that heart emoji home.
This is true.
You can flirt, do all that. That's fine because everybody does it. Anybody tell you they don't flirt, they lying. because you done flirted somewhere, somehow. You did. You're lying if you tell me you don't never flirt.
I did today. I did it on the way here. Okay.
And if nothing else, you're supposed to flirt with your mate. If nothing else, so you still flirt every day.
Oh yeah. You're supposed to anyway.
Right. But I'm just saying, people have gotten away from doing what's needed to make relationships successful, because social media has made it so easy to replace who you're with. You can replace a person's body, but not their spirit. So it doesn't matter how many people you keep bouncing from here to here to here. You know, you can't put that person back in that place. You know, you can't.
Not at all. I mean, you can never replace that person, physically anyway. You can try to do the body, but it still won't be the same, because that person's body is different. It won't be the same.
I mean, their spirit is different.
That too.
But you won't get the same thing. Like, I don't want to search for 5 different people to get what one person had. And I chose to not hold on to it, or to, let it go. If it's worth it, you'll work on it.
Right.
It's so easy to just walk away. So I think that's that new school love. That's that new
I don't know what that is.
New school relationship type.
I don't know what that is.
Where you don't work on things. You just throw your hands up and walk away. Yeah, I'm mad. No. I'm walking away.
I know, right? Because you can always swipe left, I guess. No, I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't deal with that. So, but here's something else. I mean, this is a totally different subject, but Colin Kaepernick. They got this, and Spike Lee. Spike Lee has formed this boycott for black people to boycott the NFL, the first game. I honestly believe that I'm going to do that. Like, the people dying at the hands of police. And I had a post up. I got to talk about this dude, because it was just like, it made me feel it made me feel like I lost a few brain cells. It was like talking to Uncle Ruckus. I'm sorry. What Colin Kaepernick did, it didn't matter if he was Odell Beckham. It didn't matter if he was Julio Jones or Cam Newton or anybody that's doing big numbers that's black in the NFL. He stood up for inequality. Okay. Just like when Jim Brown did it, just like when Muhammad Ali did it, just like when Jackie Robinson did. But he played the game, but he still stood for inequality. You know what I mean? Jim Brown was a bigger activist, but he was also one of the greatest of all time. But I also believe that if he wasn't the great player that he was, he'd still be the great activist that he was. So I'm sorry. There's no way in the world that I wouldn't follow Colin Kaepernick and what he did and what he stood up for. Stats in football doesn't matter at all, okay, about what he did. This dude had the audacity to say that he wouldn't follow him simply because he wasn't the type of player that warranted some respect from the NFL. Like, he doesn't put up these big numbers or whatever the case may be. So, well, I'm not going to listen to him. You can't speak on these issues. You're not putting up big numbers in the NFL. So whatever. I'm like, that's just got to be the biggest slap in the face to everybody and their family that died at the hands of police.
But my take on that is, everyone said they're gonna boycott. They want to boycott the NFL, but guess who's not saying they're gonna boycott the NFL? The NFL
players. Yeah, I understand that. But I mean, they don't pay the money. They receive the money.
But what's gonna happen when no one's showing up?
What you mean?
I know they've already paid, but then now the owners are gonna lose money because no one's gonna come to the game. Everybody knows who watches the most football.
America, period.
Right.
Yeah. Oh no, black community watch it too.
Right. But I'm just saying, he's out of a job.
Yeah.
Because of his beliefs. When it's unfair, I don't even know how he's not even suing. I guess because he's a free agent, so he can't do anything. It's not like they let him go. He became free and it just didn't renew.
That's all.
But to be blackballed,
yeah,
because of him standing up for what's right, that's just another slap, like saying,
huge slap.
You Negroes are gonna fall in line,
huge
basically. Slap. But they're not going to, no one's gonna, because they're scared. People are scared
of course
too.
They are. They don't want to lose their endorsements. They don't want to lose their jobs. They don't want to be out the NFL. And I understand that. But at the same time, I mean, the problem is if the NFL took heed to or supported Colin Kaepernick, that means they would have to acknowledge that there is a problem.
Right. And they're trying to stay unbiased.
Exactly.
They're not saying we believe in it, or they're saying we don't believe in it. We're just not saying anything.
But at the same time, we don't need that discussion.
By not, addressing it and letting this man stay unemployed, you're saying you don't believe in it because no one's giving him a job. No one's putting him in a uniform.
They're saying that he's a distraction. People like him and Michael Vick, Ray Lewis and Michael Vick, that's just amazing to me. They need to just sit down and be humble. Shut up. They have the things that they're saying is like Colin Kaepernick is not even the same category as you two. Like Colin Kaepernick, he didn't do anything wrong.
But how is it that their things were overlooked, their things were forgiven, and they actually caused harm? Did nothing. He just kneeled.
Do you know what? Here's the problem. People are highly pissed because his protest was effective. The protest was where it hurt.
Someone said that's an NFL issue, not a viewer. Me not watching won't fix the problem. When they have their bargaining agreement, the players should address it.
That's true too.
And then someone else said politics and sports.
That's true too. But at the same time, it's still, if people like Beast Mode and Cam Newton and Julio Jones and all these big name people, even down to the white players that believe and feel the same way that Colin Kaepernick does, if they stood up along with him, there would be a major change. I promise you, it'd be a major change in the NFL.
But they're not going to sacrifice their home. They're not going to sacrifice their money.
They're not sacrificing, because guess what? If it's enough push from enough people, all they have to do is just say, okay, we're sorry. And then somebody will pick them up. And I guess everything will be forgiven if enough people stood up along with him. If it's just him by himself, then yeah, he's going to get railroaded. He's going to get bulldozed. He's going to get ran the F over. But at the same time, and that's why it's only him, because he's doing so much. He's putting water in Somalia. He's giving like ex-felons soups. He's doing so much in the community without football. That's what's hurting. That's what's the slap in the face of the NFL. Like, man, look, I made enough money, but I'm not going to give you, I'm not going to, have you steal my joy, basically, right, is what I'm saying. So, Colin Kaepernick, big ups to you, bro, and I'm not watching football because of you. And I love you for it.
I don't watch football anyway, so it don't matter to me. But I'm just saying, either way it go, I don't know if not watching it is still gonna solve the problem. It's still not. It's. Maybe
not watching it, but not going to the games and
because watching it on TV is not gonna do anything. It's the money.
Well, the ratings, yeah,
right, but they're gonna still play. They out their money. They're already paid. The players are already paid. So
no, no, they make money off of concessions and ticket sales. So yeah,
but when they give them their contracts, they don't have that.
They get a signing bonus, but they don't get like paid every week or every month, whatever they get paid. But yeah, they get money off of the ticket sales and so.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break.
We'll be right back.
30 seconds. We'll be back.
Welcome back to the Off the Wall Show. I am JB3, and in the building we got Miss Lady Magnificent and our guest. You got to say your name for the camera, baby.
Key Lang.
Key Lang. And what do you do, my dear?
I am the owner of Key Couture Accessories Incorporated, better known as KCA. KCA all day.
KCA all day. That's what's up.
Yes. I'm also a designer. I am actually the 2017 Oscar-related Best Accessories winner for my Bow Collection bag. Yes.
Big ups.
Thank you.
So what is it that you do? What do you design? I have one thing here. But
yes. This is one of my first signature pieces, which is the bow bag, the one that I won the award for right here. The bow bag is a falk leather bag that our beginning starts with black. I decided to always keep it black. This bag comes in a variety of different colors as far as the bow is concerned, where the women can choose whichever color is their favorite color in purple, black, white. But what I'm most excited about with this bow bag is two things. One, I have the bow bag that is actually a red bottom edition bag where the interior is all red for those ladies who like to wear their red bottom shoes. But what makes this bag so unique, and I'm sure that's how I end up winning the award, there is no strap on this bag. You have a finger loop. So that is how you carry this bag, this clutch bag right here. But I'm also a designer that makes statement pieces where I make custom statement necklace pieces, a lace line of statement pieces. So that is what I actually make. And as far as the other services that I provide, I do a modeling and etiquette training. So that is something that is very, very important to me and something that I'm doing right now that helps me to help women to embrace their unique individualities. So moving forward,
let me
that's
see
something
that bag.
we can speak about.
I got people over here that want to see it.
And you can check that bag out online.
The finger loop she was talking about.
Yes, the finger loop right there.
So what is it that you got coming up?
We are actually going to be in the Bud Billigan Parade this year.
Yeah, she's the one that got Miss Lady Magnificent in the parade. So,
yes, Lady Magnificent is in the parade representing KCA. We are so grateful. We are looking forward to you being in it. What is most important about this year, for those who do not know, the Bud Billigan Parade has been around for 88 years. KCA is actually going to be the first designer as well as modeling group that has ever graced the Bud Billigan Parade. So this is a very historical moment for us. So all of the women, I'm so grateful that are going to be in this. We are making history. It is not just KCA. It is Lady Magnificent as well.
Awesome.
Diamond, that's going to be there. My little Canard, that's going to be there. All of the women that are going to be there, I'm so excited to share this platform and this movement with them.
About how many women? How many models do you have?
Well, sometimes with the models, it's kind of unpredictable. But what I can say is I'm not really focused on how many I'm going to have. I'm more focused on whatever the higher power gives us when the time comes. Those are the ones that were meant to be there. Those are the ones that are meant to make this historical moment happen. So however and how many of them that end up there, they can come. So to all those who are interested in being a part of this movement, hey, I say to my sisters, bring your all white, wear your all white pants, white t-shirt, white shoes. If you want to meet us at 40th and Vincent's, you can definitely go ahead and get in the line with KCA. We'll take you on. To all my ladies.
Do you have a website?
I do. Key Couture. My website is www.keykouture. That's KEYYCOUTURE.com. And then I have a store. I have a store for those who want to come and get something right now, because I do have some phenomenal, undeniable handbags outside of this Bow Collection bag. I have a lot of other really nice handbags at my store, which is on 79th Street. That's 458 East 79th Street. And I am personally there 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but we are open every day of the week.
Nice. Well, and when somebody says, "Where's the zipper?" It actually flips open at the top, right there by the
right. There is no zipper.
Somewhere.
What it is
it's up there somewhere.
What if it's okay? If it's okay, can I open it? I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it, guys.
Yeah,
I wrap these bags because I want you to know that you are getting your personal bag. No one has touched it. No one has played with it. No one has fiddled with it. So I always wrap it this way. So you know that you're getting one that is brand new. So how you open this bag is underneath your bow is the 2 straps. So you pull this across, and this is how it opens. So this one has the black interior here. And when you close it, you just lay it down, and one strap goes on this side, the other strap goes on this side. And what I usually do is I bring mine back up because I don't like my straps hanging from my bow. And I just let it down, and then you carry it as a regular clutch like this, or you just carry it with the finger loop. Something unique. I know a lot of, I'm so grateful because a lot of the young people actually got the bow collection bag for prom this year. So that was really exciting. I'm always happy when our young folks like to promote the bow bag. Definitely.
And it's triangle.
Absolutely.
What is the significance behind the triangle?
I'm glad you asked that.
Flag?
No.
Not the flag? Okay.
No, it has nothing to do with the flag. The triangle, because I do believe that we all women are queens. And as we know, when it comes to being a queen, the Egyptian queens and everything definitely came from the triangle pyramids. So I decided to go with the triangle to represent that queen portion of women.
Very dope. Very dope.
So what made you come up with the idea?
Well, what happened was I started my business. I've only been in my business for 2 years now, believe it or not. And when I started my business, I was just selling fabulous handbags. And let me say, I find those unique handbags that match women's unique personality because it's only one unique you. I do not duplicate. I only do one unique bag. So that's what separates me from all of the other handbag businesses. But however, people kept asking me, do you design anything? Do you make anything? And believe it or not, about 8 years ago, I had made a custom statement piece necklace. And I'm going to be honest, I had an event and nobody came. Nobody came. So I put it down and I decided to do other things because I've been in the medical field and everything like that. And it just so happened I have like a 7-year itch. I was at a cleaners and this young lady asked me about a necklace that I had on and asked me, did I make it? And I said, no, ma'am, I didn't make this. And she said, well, I'm looking to get something made. She had a t-shirt on backwards because she had one of those big markings on her chest, looked like a big keloid. And she had suffered from this for many, many years and had been looking for something to cover it up. She was very insecure about it. So I kept trying to find a necklace for her, and I could not find a necklace. And then I said, what am I going to do? It's not like I can make anything. And then I remembered about the necklace I made 7 years ago. So I remember I still had one left. So I went to go get the necklace, and then I brought it to her to see what she thought. And she cried tears. She was so happy because she said, this is exactly what I was looking for. She said, God told me you were going to come and help me. I've suffered from being so insecure about this. I wore my shirts behind my neck like this. My husband takes me out of town, and I want to go on the beach and I want to look nice, but I need something to cover it. So because of that, when I gave her that, she said, okay, now I need you to make me 5 more. And I'm like, oh my goodness, but I don't even do this. So looking back at that necklace compared to the ones that I make now, I could see the growth. So sometimes it's just like how when you plant a seed, you have to allow time to grow. I hadn't known that I actually was manifesting during that 7-year period of time, growth in where I needed to be in my designs. So I'm grateful for that. And that's how I actually got back into the designing. And from there, the bags ended up happening. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So where else can we find you besides the Bow Business Parade? And do you have like a store that you come out of? Or?
Right. My store is on 79th Street.
Okay.
What is it called?
It's called it's 458 East 79th Street. It's on the corner of Eberhard. You can't miss it. It's a whole bunch of purses in the window. It's affiliated with the uniform store and Windy City Signs. It is a business incubator. That's my baby right there. That's my second home. I will admit that. Where it's different vendors from Chicago that we actually have come together in this location and bring our items and vend our items to the community out of there. Because I do have a lot of customers that are here in Chicago that don't want to wait to go online and order on the website. They want something now, and I can understand that. So I had to bring something to them right now. But I also deal in a lot of fashion shows. So I'm always looking for models for my fashion shows. And then I do personal events. So if anyone is inviting me to anything, I like to come out for those too.
Do you have any? Do you have men's clothes?
I actually don't have men's clothes, but I'm glad you asked that because I do have a men's cologne. And my cologne is called King Him. And King Him has been out now for, I want to say, almost 3 months, and I have sold out every single time. It is an undeniable fragrance. I'm gonna make sure I give you some before I go.
Okay, yeah, you already know I'm about to ask. You already know I'm about to ask.
The King Him is a phenomenal fragrance, inspired by my king himself. I love me some of that man. So
love. I don't want to be walking around smelling like your man.
Well, you ain't got to. You gonna smell like a king, right, like you should. Okay. So just the name in itself came from me knowing that men are kings, and our sisters they do buy a lot of purses, and I say, well, you know what? He won't be mad if you get him this King Him. So go ahead and King Him, girl. So that's where the name came from. So I'm excited about that. But it's going very, very well. It's going very well.
That's what's up, because I love
to smell good.
I swear for Lord.
I'm telling you, I mean, and I'm not tooting my horn and saying because I made it, but I kid you not, it is an undeniable fragrance. You cannot deny it. And what separates me from the other fragrance people like your Issey Miyake's and all of that, they make you become dependent where you're constantly spraying all of the time in order to keep that fragrance, which is just another way for the business owners to get you to keep buying a fragrance.
Exactly.
But I'm not selfish like that. My cologne is 80% cologne, 20% fragrance. In order for me to keep the balances up that high, it allows my cologne to last 5 hours. So you got a 5-hour duration cologne that you don't have to worry about. I'm not trying to repeat and keep having you come back. I want you to be satisfied with the fragrance. So it's phenomenal though.
And that's beautiful because like I said earlier, I'm going to Punta Cana. So yeah, I got to smell good. And for the fact that, I like to spray my stuff on my chest and like right around this area because I'm 6'3".
Oh yeah.
So whenever I give somebody a hug, they get it right all up in it. So yeah, look, we have had like a great show. Man, look, I am happy that you came along because first of all, you're giving up gifts. So this is the Off the Wall show.
We are going to have you come back because you didn't get the full time. So we're going to have you. I'm happy to come back.
Yes, okay. I would love to come back. I'm so grateful for you all. I had a fantastic time.
No problem.
I really did. Thank you so much to this beautiful queen, this magnificent queen over here for inviting me.
This has been the Off the Wall show on www.intellectualradio.com. I am JV3, and we have Miss Lady Magnificent with all that glorious purple and red sitting over there looking scrumptious. So we are out of here. I will catch up with y'all next week.
Next time.
All right.
Bye.